I've helped launch 3 different courses in the MBA program. I've co-authored 30 different case studies, contributed to a lot of research papers, books, and right now most of what I'm doing is I'm writing a book with my faculty, David Fubini, on post-merger integration. I'm a research associate here at Harvard Business School, and I've been at HBS for about 6 years. And I came to it because after graduating college, I thought I was going to pursue a PhD in classics and realized after about a year that that wasn't in the cards for me. But I was still interested in doing research and working in education. I'm a historian by training, but I'm really interested in religion. And so that actually interestingly translates to organizational behavior and entrepreneurship, because there's a lot of meaning and sense making that goes on. People are buying into these kind of organizational identities. And especially when it comes to founders, they have a charisma, kind of special energy about them. David and I have developed this course called Mastering Consulting and Advisory Skills. There are hundreds of MBA students who come out of HBS who are going to go into consulting or advisory roles. But our MBA curriculum is really based around being an operator. You're in the protagonist chair, you're the CEO, you're making those decisions and executing. It's a very different mindset and toolkit to actually advise someone on how they should make those decisions. My casework has spanned a lot of themes. We have strategy with the Cura case, that's strategic growth options. We've looked at work-life balance, so how a rising star at Boston Consulting Group and her husband, an MD, PhD at Harvard, MIT, did their work-life balance as they were raising a family, to how a founder raises money and how Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary thinks through his personal brand. What are the teaching needs? How do we want to shape the case? What do we want to put in? What do we want to leave out in order to meet those teaching needs? For me, mostly as a qualitative researcher, the bread and butter is going into archives, literature review, designing surveys. But also, it's not like we're working in a vacuum. We have to work really closely with whatever kind of partner or outside organization. That's everything from scheduling and conducting interviews to getting buy-in from the organization. There's a little bit of a balancing act to make sure it meets everyone's needs. That can be pretty challenging, but it's a rewarding process too. AI in a lot of ways is actually making academic research a lot more streamlined, maybe a little bit easier. Currently, we're writing a book. We have a collection of merger examples, but how many, hundreds of examples of mergers are out there? You can go to an AI model. It's almost like what we do in the classroom here. It's a Socratic dialogue. It's a back and forth. I'm asking questions to it. I'm interested in, a merger that fits these criteria. And then it'll give me some examples. And then you continue to refine it until you get a list that then I can go and research more myself. So it's kind of like helping you, find the right direction. I'm not the one who's in front of the classroom teaching, but it's a really fundamental partnership. My job is all about ensuring that he can execute at the highest level possible. It's a rare privilege to be able to contribute in that way. But the process is really rewarding too. I don't think there are a lot of roles where I can get the access to some really inspiring leaders, like I do right now through case research. Whether it's the CEOs of multi-billion-dollar companies or senior partners at leading advisory firms, or even young founders who haven't quite made it yet, but they work really hard and they care a lot about what they do. I get to tell their life story, or at least a part of it. I've come to think about impact a lot. How do we apply and relate the research that we're doing to real-world problems? And how do we think about the audiences that we're addressing to make sure that they can actually get value from this?